These adjustable dumbbells came straight from a manufacturer on Alibaba. And honestly, I had no idea what kind of quality was going to show up. The idea was pretty simple. Skip the brand, order directly from the factory, and see what actually arrives. And the process of ordering through Alibaba was actually kind of fun. There are tons of suppliers, different designs, different finishes. It almost feels like browsing through a giant catalog of fitness equipment that some people never see. For my fellow male millennials, it was like shopping through an East Bay magazine. When these finally showed up, they were something much more like a TrueLap or Bolt Fitness adjustable dumbbell than something like my Rep times Pepin adjustable dumbbells. In part one, I'm gonna walk you through that whole ordering process, what that looked like all the way to unboxing the product. I'll talk about exactly what I paid for these. In part two, we're actually going to be comparing these dumbbells to what is considered probably the best adjustable dumbbell in the world, the Rep times Pepin adjustable dumbbells. I'm gonna be dropping that video next week, so be sure to subscribe if you wanna see the battle of the adjustable dumbbells. And I think some of the results are really gonna surprise you. First things first, let's talk about why I ordered from Alibaba. Also, just a quick side note, I don't know if I'm saying Alibaba right. It's kind of driving me nuts. I just almost want to start saying Alibaba, Alibaba, I don't know. I love my Rep times Pepin adjustable dumbbells, but I gotta be honest, with gym equipment, you're always wanting to test other things, try out other things. And I actually saw this YouTube video where someone was talking about some of the gripes they had with their Rep times Pepin adjustable dumbbells. I watched that video and I echoed some of those thoughts. What this fitness YouTuber did is ended up buying a pair of TrueLap adjustable dumbbells, and he spoke very highly of them. So I really wanted to test out these TrueLap adjustable dumbbells. Now I buy and sell a lot of things secondhand. I have never seen a pair of TrueLaps on the marketplace. So I really wanted to test them, but ordering a set of TrueLap adjustable dumbbells would cost me $988 with the stand. I don't know if that includes shipping. I just searched that really quickly. And I just couldn't really justify spending that much money on something that I'm not even sure if I'm gonna keep it. I like comparing things. I like trying different things and just testing out different gym equipment. So that's why this was a natural solution for me to check Alibaba. Anytime I say that, I'm gonna be cringing in my head, just waiting to get flamed in the comments saying, why are you saying it like that? Anyways, this process was actually really enjoyable for me. There are so many, maybe a little overwhelming, and I've been told at least, I am by no means an expert. I've done one order on this website, so take everything I'm saying with a slight grain of salt. I don't want to come off like I'm the expert from ordering through this app. Essentially, I read some forums that said make sure the suppliers you're chatting with have good reviews because there's so many that pop up. And the other thing that you're gonna notice is a lot of them have an MOQ, which is minimum order quantity. And a lot of those are up to like 50 dumbbells per set. And you know, I love adjustable dumbbells, but I don't wanna have 50 sent to me. So some are super cheap because you see that. So you really wanna find one that has a 1 minimum order quantity or 2, because those are more realistic suppliers for you. So I kind of narrowed my search down. I found a few different suppliers that I was chatting with, getting quotes. Some of them had the old school Dumbbells style, which I almost wanted to stay away from. I've had Dumbbells in the past and I really enjoyed them. But again, this is me wanting to try something a little different, something a little new. Truthfully, I really wanted the stainless steel edition. They call it electroplated, which I can't get through my head. It sounds weird me saying that, but stainless steel electroplated. Got a few quotes for those. Some were the Dumbbell style, and it ranged anywhere from 600. One thing I should note right off the front is you'll see the prices here and you kind of get excited. You're like, wow, it's 160 bucks per dumbbell. That's 320. And then they're like, plus the shipping and freight, that's really where it's gonna be expenses. These are coming over on a boat. And I would say most of the shipping costs that I was seeing was anywhere from 150 to 200 for a pair of dumbbells. If you're taking this into account, even that I just said 320, we'll say 200 for shipping. That's $520. That is roughly $500 cheaper than what you pay for the TrueLap dumbbells. Granted, with TrueLap, there's a little more comfort in knowing that you're ordering from a reputable brand and they have warranties and things of that nature. Now, the supplier that I ultimately went with assured me that they did offer a 3-year warranty. And they also mentioned that they were actually the supplier for TrueLap adjustable dumbbells. And they had some of the stainless steel electroplated plates for sale, but they said they they are not allowed to ship these to the US, much to my dismay. Anyways, they had a set of black adjustable dumbbells, 2 to 40 kilogram. They didn't have a pound option unless I was ordering 100 sets of dumbbells. Who cares though? Kilograms, I'm gonna learn to count in the metric of the world. So it's a win-win for everyone. So I ended up going with these, and what the cost was going to look like, here's the breakdown. It was $220 for both of the dumbbells, which is pretty mind-blowing just how cheap that is when you're comparing it with the $1,000 that you'd be paying otherwise. The shipping quote was $170 to ship them over, so that's $390. And then I asked if they had stand options. They did for an additional 45 bucks. So I was paying $435 for two 88-pound adjustable dumbbells. If I were to order those True Laps again, it's $1,000. I'm saving over $500. They told me shipping was gonna take 20 to 25 days. It ended up taking, the boat departed on January 30th and they arrived at my door on February 28th. I will say on February 27th, I actually got a single box of additional plates and I was a tad concerned. Hopefully they didn't just send me, just a few weight changing plates. So we'll say that took 28 days. I think from the day I placed my order, it took about 4 or 5 days for the boat to depart that they were on. But what's nice is if you're not in a huge need for these, then it's not a big deal having to wait for that. I'm fine waiting a month if I'm getting a $500 discount. In total, when this arrived at my house, there were 6 total boxes. 2 boxes were just the dumbbell handles and a few plates. 3 additional boxes were just the extra weight plates to go on there. It was kind of nice because nothing was extremely heavy. And then that 6th box was the stand, which was a pain to set up. I'm just not the best mechanically. It was very tedious to make sure everything was inserted correctly. My impressions of these dumbbells have been pretty awesome. I've always enjoyed the twisting adjustment mechanism. I know there's some durability questions that come with that, but I'm not the type of person who drops my weight plates, so that kind of eases some of that stress that I think a lot of people who do drop their dumbbells might experience. And I know sometimes you can't help it. If you're doing a heavy set of bench presses or something along those lines, maybe you tweak your pec when you're doing that, you might drop your dumbbell. And it is nice having those rep pep-ins that are a tank that you could throw off a roof and they would be okay. I don't think these would be okay. They're not that durable. So to conclude, in final wrap up of this video, and would I recommend ordering from Alibaba for adjustable dumbbells? And again, we're taking everything with a grain of salt. It's only been 2 weeks, so I can't really draw any firm conclusions, but as far as ordering process goes, if you find a supplier that's very communicative and you feel comfortable chatting with them, answering your questions, I would not hesitate to order a set of adjustable dumbbells. I've had hundreds of adjustable dumbbells and I would honestly feel comfortable putting these up in terms of quality against any of the others I've had. If you're comfortable waiting the month for shipping, I honestly think it's worth the time to go and scour through, find some different suppliers, check out the reviews, chat with them to see if they can meet your specific needs on those dumbbells and pulling the trigger on it. And maybe this is just me, but I found the process almost kind of addicting. I had already ordered my set of dumbbells and I was chatting with other suppliers, getting different quotes, seeing if I got, a really good deal and seeing what else was available. The whole process was just, it was fun for me. So absolutely, yes, I would recommend at least considering it. And again, all of this stuff comes with a risk reward. You are taking a risk by doing this. You're also saving hundreds and hundreds of dollars. There is that old saying, buy once, cry once, and I think they would disagree with me recommending ordering from here. And who knows, maybe in 3 months, I'll have an update video where I say, the weight plates fell off and hit me in the face while I was benching. Hopefully not, but you never know. But I really can't get the sense that these are any lower tier quality than some of the other adjustable dumbbells. So tune in next week as we go ahead and put these up against what most would consider the top of the class in adjustable dumbbells, the rep times pep-in. And I think you're going to be intrigued by some of the results that I go through. Looking forward to seeing you then. If you haven't done so, I'd love it if you'd subscribe. I'm a new channel. Every subscriber, I thank you so much. Give the video a thumbs up if you thought it was enjoyable. I will see y'all next time.